10 minutes to 9 o'clock. 10 minutes to 9 o'clock. You're still listening to Kickstart with Ronnie, Yvonne, Graham, B3.
It's a full house today.
Oh, yes, it is. When was the last time you were at a prayer night?
A prayer night. I'll be telling you about the prayer night in just a bit.
Yeah?
I pray all the time. Last night I prayed at night. It was a prayer night. But we'll let you know about that prayer night in a bit. But we are joined again with Graham Tugume and Beatrice Biemanzi, a.k.a. B3. And you two seem to allude to the fact that these chemistry things that we feel or that we hear, the Kardashians paint the picture, or, you know, that's not really what happened for you. So, Graham, you were still telling us your story, and there's someone here who's just saying, man, that wisdom is just, that insight from Graham is too serious. It's like TNT. Must be one of your worship kids, I guess, or something like that. But you at the point where you say, yeah, so you've met Shulam. You've seen her when she's looking hot and when she's looking meh.
Yes.
And you explained your whole dating philosophy and there was some wisdom in that. So does chemistry come into the picture, or do you just say, now since I've accepted you, you have accepted me, I can't change my height, my color, you can't change this, you can't change that?
The chemistry actually doesn't come in spite of that. It comes because of that. You see, there is a bridge built when someone accepts you for who you are. And so, you have to be forthcoming in who you are. If you hide stuff, that could be the time bomb for the future. So put out everything that you think is necessary for this person to know, to get a sense of who you are. Yeah. Get them to come home for people's graduations. Get them, even as a group, to come and bury this relative of yours, you know, and you say, you know what, we shall organize ourselves some kind of accommodation there. We can can sleep in the sitting room and we come back. People tend to do that.
All in a bit to see in all your spaces.
Yes. Yeah. So that, and this is even before I have an interest in this one person. It can just be your set of buddies. That inner circle, do stuff together, do life together. In there, you'll be exposing who you are without even trying or without even being particularly careful what you said or what you did or what they didn't see. Get them to come to your house. Let them go to that toilet when they want to pee and the thing is broken and they have to put their hand in the cistern to flush it. So that,
and they say, hey, this
you
is
get
so
that they have
home.
No,
but all those things don't matter because they're out of the way once they know. By the time an attraction develops, they're not attracted to this body or to that thing.
The thing.
You know, they're not attracted to the shell because that shell is going to change. Yeah. You give it a few years, it's going to keep changing. And if you were about the shell, by the time the person reaches 40, they say you can go and get change for 220s.
Oh, man.
You know?
Ouch.
Yes.
I know, right?
Because
is that why the scripture then comes, you know, beauty is fleeting?
Exactly.
Yeah? But a woman who fears God, who can find?
Exactly. So if you're so attached to what the shell looks like, those shells are being born every day. You will be 60 and you're still looking for a 20-year-old because you're looking for that shell.
And now there are hot shells out there.
Exactly. But that shell keeps changing. But how often will you change? So the person you settle down with is that buddy, the one who knows you properly, the one who's been there through tough times, the one who has celebrated with you in happy times. The one, let me tell you, man, Sheila and I, I'm a bit proud, like her husband back in the day.
For you still are.
I had no time to impress. I was who I was. I never took Sheila in our dating days, Mbutu Serena, to do what there. First, I get a loan to take you on a date. Now, let me actually explain. You know where the new Wandegea market is?
Yes.
Before it was there were buguas there, where Chicken Tonight is in that street.
Chicken Tonight, what?
There's a place called FZS that had tables in the parking lot. We would be out of rehearsal and you're like, are you hungry? Like, yeah, I'm hungry. But man, going home to cook, like, let's go and just sketch something. We would walk to Wandegea, sit among cars and they bring black chai, whatever you want, TV chicken. What? We are eating. We are on our birthday thing.
There's a day I saw you guys. I thought you were just saying we are being in the light.
Right.
So that day.
Wow. we went and ate, and someone is trying to leave. You first get up with your table. The car comes out. You put it back.
And
Now, at that same time, there are people who are genuinely interested in the same girl. And they're taking her to all these other places. To Serena and what. Some of them are also first-time visitors there. They can't open a lift. The guy gets there and is like, ha!
there's that
I saw that thing
which
opening.
spins,
There's that spinning door. The thing chases you out. Then you make a full circle. You're nashing. For me, I'm here in my TV chicken, but I'm getting miles because I'm keeping it real.
Yeah.
Wow, we're going to take a break from Graham and switch over to B3. So we carry on. This is like a series. B3 season 2.
Season 2.
Very good.
So, Ronnie, you asked about chemistry.
Yes.
So please remember I told you that I had switched off. Now, as I got to know Jeremy, the thing is I can't remember when we started hanging out. I don't remember that day. It's like when you have this really good friend, you can't remember when you connected with them. You're like, how did we become friends? It was a natural thing. It was not an unnatural thing. Yeah. And so I started liking him. I started liking the guy. I started looking forward to him.
You hadn't done your masters yet.
Man, I hadn't done my masters. I was still on campus. Second year. This is 2005 actually. 2005, we're friends, and I like him. Okay? I'm starting to think this guy is good looking. He likes God. I had my non-negotiables between God and I. The biggest one was a relationship with God. Like that one, the thing you talked about, the creed.
Yeah.
It was very, and he had it. I mean, we were in the same team. I knew. I could see. You can tell a person who has a personal relationship with God. Every decision had God in it. So I started binding. I started binding these feelings. The devil is a liar.
And I want you to explain, because so many sisters have bound.
Yes, bind. I don't want to be distracted. I wanted to know God, the guy I date, because the truth is you have feelings. And that's why I think a relationship cannot be based on feelings alone. Because look, I'm married now, 7 years going to 8 this year. And sometimes you see a good looking man and you think he's good looking.
Or even now you still see good looking.
And I'm sure my husband, if he's still a warm-blooded young man, which he is, I'm sure he sees good looking girls and his heart misses a bit or two.
Even us,
so does that even you, Ronnie, you see, don't lie. But if it's about feelings, then that's a complication. Then it means that I should follow everyone who I look at and I think, I think that guy is cool.
A hot shell like Graham
the
said.
shell, that thing that Graham has talked about. So for me, it had to go beyond feelings. And it's girls, we read a lot of books, we over prepare for this whole thing. You sort of have information.
Yes.
So I didn't want. And then Jeremy asked me out. He sat me down and said, we've become friends, I think we should. I remember in my room, I'm like, oh my God. I told him, you know what? I need to pray about it. And I meant it.
Yeah.
Really, I needed to, because I knew how I felt, but I knew that I had felt like this before, and that wasn't enough.
What was going to make this time different?
And the Bible talks about how, when it talks about how God has plans for us, I really believe that God he knows my life. He knows what's going to work for me. I think that God should be involved. If we involve him in which career we should take, I don't know, how about a life partner? So I prayed about it. And my main thing was, God, show me. And I wish I could tell I had a clear voice from heaven.
B3.
Yeah, it's like God wants you to work with him, because it says he who finds a wife finds a good thing. Yeah. And so you're involved. You find the wife. But then he also says that, riches and whatever in Proverbs 19, you can create for yourself, but a good wife is from the Lord. So it's like it's a partnership. Yeah. You make a choice and you involve him. Now for me, I prayed, and to tell you the truth, in like 2 weeks, I sort of had this sense of peace of, this is it. This guy is my friend. Like, there was no answer from God, but I knew this is my friend. I think I can live with this guy forever. He gives me peace. He knows me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Someone who knows you, accepts you as you are, and there's no I didn't feel like I had to be a certain person. Like, he knew me. I was this chick with a natural path, nothing attractive about. Let me tell you, there was nothing attractive.
Baba, now
I promise you guys, my sense of style was like bad. I would
You
wear
were in
big
academics.
trousers. I was a very spiritual girl. Do you understand?
Ah,
So I would cover
Mandereva
everything.
Shikaya.
Those things of long speech long enough. No, it was always long enough.
It was a long speech.
And very boring. But Jeremy saw through that. And so guess what happened? I
X-ray
prayed.
vision.
X-ray vision, come on now.
But then I'm a girl, so I sort of was like, he has to chase. But we continued normally. The normal hanging and nothing changed.
You guys
But
are
you know what?
complicated.
You know
So
what,
you are
Jeremy?
there saying, but he hasn't
I'm
chased
like,
me.
I'm like, no, he has to. Like, I'm not going to go back and say, so the other thing you asked me 2 weeks ago, now it's a yes. I wanted him to like ask
Follow
me
up.
again. Do you know what? This guy is Graham's brother, I think. Mr. I'm not out to impress. Mr. Jeremy is a mochiga. Like, he's
He
not
said,
trying
me,
to
I
impress
told you
me.
that day.
Do you know what? It took 9 months before he asked me again. So we're in limbo. I'm here. People, are you dating? Not really. And I'm thinking, and then what was happening?
Also,
Meanwhile,
you don't want to be the one to say, there's a question which you asked me, don't
then
you want to
he'll
know
tell
the
me
answer?
about some girls. Now he's telling me about.
Oh,
Then
your
he'll tell me
reaction
about
thing.
some girl he likes. I'm
Tell
like,
me what's going through your mind at that time.
Oh my God, they're going to take him. Oh my God, this girl is. I wish I had said yes immediately. Then would be like, oh yeah, but please not before that. Before he started liking me, he used to still like other girls and tell me. So I'd even give him advice. Don't wear that. What that kind of, So 9 months later. When now I'm saying, dear Lord, let him ask again. But we have now our friendship has gone to now I'm beyond sure. I'm like, I can spend the rest of my life with this guy. He asks me again. And of course, you're a lady, you don't get too excited. You're like, yeah, let's do this.
All right,
So-
stay tuned and let's find out what happens right after that. Lots of messages here. Graham had to leave, but we'll ask him to stay a little longer if he can. And we'll open our phone lines and just unleash you guys on these people and ask all those questions. And Graham, when we return, I want you to talk strategy for the brother who now needs to get there. Because this knight in shining armor first... Do you first go the friendship route and eventually drop it on her? Or, how does a brother do what he has to do to cross over to the other side? All right, it's Power 104.1 FM, your station that's all about love. And, man, the discussion carries on behind the scenes. Graham!
You can hear him.
All right, it's still Power 104.1 FM, your station that's all about love. We are joined by B3 Beatrice Biemanzi from Worship Harvest, and we have GT Graham to Gume, GTB. That's weird. GT Graham to Gume Brooks. If I add any other letter, it can get a bit
Right.
tomorrow.
There's a bank called GT Bank. So
There
that's
you go.
GTB.
GT
Hello.
Bank.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
Not LGBT. Simanyo. That's
Wait.
what I was
Ronnie.
Moving on swiftly. So, you guys, your stories
Are we
are all
judgmental much?
your stories are all amazing, and I don't even know where to start from. But I want Beatrice very quickly to address that whole issue of the guy has asked you, but then because he's Graham's cousin, about what he has this swag, he's the you guy will not ask you again. He asked you, and you're in that place of fear. Fear of, is that what you guys call FOMO? Fear of missing out. Hotter chicks with shorter dresses around. But then again, it's you say either the way you are raised or whatever, it's not your place to try and preempt that question again. So 9 months go, and what's happening? Are you panicking? Do your dresses become any shorter? Do you find yourself starting to do anything? Yeah, because I need us to keep it real.
Keep it real.
Yeah, so drop it like it's hot. Then we'll go to Graham on terms of strategy and what. Then we open the phone lines.
I got scared at some point, but I could trust Jeremy. You see, he was my friend from the beginning. So, and he's so real. But I think that what I saw is that throughout that time, he was choosing me the whole time. It was me. We're always going out. He's being nicer. He's making statements, showing up in the morning with breakfast. I'm at the university. He got his first car and he came straight to show me that he got the car. He was my friend. And so I think that gave us a sort of security. And also I gave it to God. To tell you the truth, I was just like, God, I'm not going to die over this thing. Like, if this is your plan for me, it's going to work out. But no, the dresses didn't get any shorter. He encouraged me to change my sense of style.
No, he didn't.
What
Good
was that
boy.
But in a very good way. He would go buy me
yeah,
something and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, you should wear some fitting clothes. They look nice on you. And be like, no, they'll see me. It's like, you look nice. You know, you can wear maybe fitting pants and then the top doesn't have to be too
Such a
fitting.
Yeah.
Then he'd go to the salon with me and sit and wait for me and say, paint your nails. Maybe put a white color.
Endangered
About we plait
species.
the hair. You know,
doesn't
so yanzijayo mucharo mpola mpola.
Baba.
So those are things that Tugume was talking about. That
Yeah.
that the things that can be changed, you can change. But it's that
You can
that-
paint
the
the
core.
nails,
You
sure.
can paint the nails. You can dress a little
But
better.
if she
You
comes
can
and she has no nails,
you can buy some.
That one you can't change.
maybe you can buy some.
But you'd rather be with a person who doesn't have nails, but makes you happy. I'm telling you, than one who has the most wonderful nails, and you're just trying to
And she
constantly
scratches you
change,
with
and
them.
she scratches you with them. And impress. For me, it's a thing of to be known completely and loved fully. I don't know if there's anything better than that.
Wow.
Amen.
Wow.
Straight from Beatrice's lips to
That's
God's
beautiful.
ears.
Yeah.
If we ever have this conversation, Rio
Uh-huh.
can breach the subject of change of whatever ever so gently.
Ever so gently.
You should see Yvonne's face. She has this Stella look on her face. So back to Graham.
Yes.
As we wrap up your story, first of all, there's some guy who was like, man, that guy I've become his number one fan. The guy is too simple and too modest. And that came in around the time you were talking about one eggs. So, so Graham, one, you can wrap up how then, you know, you get to the big I do and blah, blah, blah. But then also I need you to talk strategy for the brother. Game, if that's what we should call it. Yeah, because I know if one over here then wants to know after, she'll ask her question. But game.
Okay,
First close yours, then take us with some game.
if I may, let me start with a game.
Okay.
Okay, brothers, if you're listening out there, take a piece of paper and a pen and write this down.
Your life will never be the same
Your
again.
life is about to be changed.
And you're not paying for this.
And this one, the bill will be in the mail. But this is what you do. You see, girls are not attracted. I'm going to make huge sweeping statements and you see for yourself.
Number one.
They are not attracted to the hero and the conqueror and the guy that is bending over backwards for them. Actually, most of them find that a bit too much.
Is that so?
They are attracted to the warrior, the guy that's in charge, the guy that can make a decision, the guy that can think through stuff, the guy that is not insecure, the confident one. Now, if you're trying to get her, be the second type, be the confident one, be the one that's not afraid to make a decision, be the one who has things under control. Don't be bending over backwards for her to get her attention. That's actually a put off. Now get this. Once you're in, you become the second one as well as the first one. So
You
if
bring breakfast in the
yes,
bed. You
this
add.
so and that makes her committed. She's not going to love you anymore for being the sweetheart and the one with a kind heart, the one that's polite to her, the one that will hold her hand. All those things are good if you already have her. Don't try to be holding her hand when you're
When you don't
just
have
trying to get her number. You know what I mean? There's this girl that you like,
Thank you
and she
very
knows you
much.
like her, and she can try to use that to her advantage. So she's calling you at 11 p.m. saying, I have a flat tire, I'm in one day, call a mechanic. I am trying to sleep.
Hey!
Make a decision. You know what I mean? I don't know any mechanic. I have a guy. Let me call
Let me
him.
send you a number.
get? But I'm not getting out of bed to come to a girl who I'm not yet even dating or whatever. I owe you nothing. Leave me the heck alone.
You sound
When my wife has a flat tire at 2 a.m., I am getting up.
different.
There is a difference
Yeah.
to my allegiance and my commitment and whatever. And those are the things that make her say, that's my man. Know
so
what I
the
mean?
warrior
Yeah.
versus the guy who's bending over.
Yes. The
Don't
guy,
you bend over.
the guy who's
over one
bending
side.
over backwards
Mm.
to get your attention is a bit of a simpleton. And it will soon get boring. And there's 10 others of you, by the
So
way.
Yvonne, that's what you're saying when you say, I need someone who who I can look up to, who can lead me, someone who I can easily...
make following you such an adventure.
That's
Correct.
what you said.
I can't be the one saying, okay, now let's go here. After a while, I also get tired. Like, nobody, I don't think I was wired to be like,
you hear
okay,
a guy comes to take you out, is like, can we go out tomorrow? Yeah. The girl comes in, is like, where are we going? It's like, yeah, where do you want to go? Like, what do you mean, where do I want to go? You're the one who asked me out. So you probably should have had that plan already. You know?
Well, it's going to be different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But I'd say a person who's afraid to make a decision, that is a character flaw, especially for a man.
A
So,
husband to be.
I'm not saying he's going to come and take you to dinner and should have already figured everything out. As a gentleman, he might offer you the option. But if as a lady, you also say, no, honey, you choose, the guy has to make a decision. He has to have the capability to make a decision. If he's indecisive, it will go to his money, it will go to his relationship with you, it will go to his relationship with God. The guy can't lead.
Then he says, I found myself.
Those are going to be issues in the future. So if you're the confident one, you're the one that can lead, strong leader, you're decisive, girls actually aspire to that in their future mates, because they say, if I put my life in this guy's hands, if I give this up, if I give up my last name for this guy, he better have a plan.
I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the guy that's coming to fix your flat tire and is the one calling you, have you had lunch? Can I take you to lunch? Excuse me, if I am not yet your girlfriend,
don't be carrying on.
don't be bringing me lunch. You get? Okay, now let me speak for that guy. If she's not dating you and exclusively, don't be bending over backwards. If things are within your way and your convenience, do them. So she needs a ride, and you live in Mpererwe, she lives in Ntinda, and says, can I get a ride home? If she's not heading towards Gayaza Road, tell her there are taxis there. Do you have transport? If you don't have transport, I give you 2K, go. If she's going to Kanyanya and you're going to Gayaza, take her. I'm not saying be a jerk, but I'm saying don't overly get out of your way, because it can be taken for granted.
And you can lead someone on.
And you can
what do
lead
you have to
someone
say
on.
about that B3? This warrior versus the
Eh,
bending over guy.
Graham is a Muchiga. Not so Graham.
Munyankore, actually. Yeah,
Abraham
but
did.
we are
Akafuruka,
we are
he just
cousins.
shifted.